Good morning, everyone. That was a big old stretch. I feel like this collar is just not sitting nicely folded. It's driving me nuts. But hello, hi, and good morning. I hope you are having a lovely, lovely day. I've got my coffee. I'm wearing my new fade jumper from Zara that every blogger and their dog now owns. But you know what? I'm a basic blogger. I feel like that doesn't need to be said. So I joined the hype. I got the jumper. You would have seen it in my last Zara haul. If you haven't watched that video yet, why not? No, I'm joking. I'll leave it on a little icon up above if you do want to check it out. I'm in a really, really good mood this morning. I feel like I almost don't need my coffee, but who am I kidding? Of course I need my coffee. But I have rather excitingly had a new delivery arrive. It arrived a couple of days ago, but I've actually been waiting for something else to arrive to actually use them. And it's from PopSocket. You would have seen it on my stories. I put up a little story post, and they've sent over a few things. And basically, I need a new, well, needed a new phone case because I'm sure you might want to, please don't judge me. It is absolutely horrendous. If you know the story, you will know that in November, my phone was stolen. One of those typical, so frustrating because it was a typical London scam, and it was one that I've heard of many times and that I never thought I would fall for, and I fell for it. And it's the one where they wave the paper over the table. So this was back in November, like literally just before the new lockdown was coming in, and what looked like a homeless woman came in asking for money. I didn't have any cash on me or anything, so we were asking her to please leave, and she wasn't wearing a mask properly. She had it like underneath her nose. She was coming really, really close to me, and obviously I didn't want, you know, it to be kind of like unsensible, like dangerous in that sense. So I was turning my back like this, and clearly she used that as an opportunity to take my phone, which was sitting on the table in Itsu in Covent Garden. So that was fun. So I had my phone stolen, and I bought a new one, and basically just to tide me over, I was like, oh, I'll just grab like the cheapest phone case I can find, and then when, you know, I'll get a nice one before Christmas. That was back in November, and I've still been using this, and it is actually, I don't know if you can tell. Oh, to be fair, just, oh yeah, there you go. Where my fingers go, it's turned orange because I wear like fake tan and stuff. So where I hold it like that, you can literally see orange like discoloration, which is so gross. It's a shame as well because I really like this PopSocket. This one is from Skinny Dip, and I do like it, but obviously the phone cases are just gross. So I decided to order myself a new phone case. And one thing I have learned as well is that I've got the iPhone 11. That seems to be a really difficult phone to buy phone cases for. I don't know why, but they have so many for the 11 Pro, so many for the 10, so many for the 12. But the 11, they're like, nah, we don't need to do ones for that. I'm like, I don't understand why. But I bought this one. I bought it off Amazon. It was really inexpensive and really, really cute. It's just got some little clouds on it, which I thought was absolutely adorable. And I thought it'd be quite nice because it would go well with pop sockets, because there's nothing worse than having like a really patterned phone case. How do I open this? Oh. A really patterned phone case and a really patterned pop socket and them not going well together. So yeah, I'm going to put this one on. Now, I can't decide which pop socket I'm going to use. I don't think I'm going to use the Daisy one. I don't think that's quite me. We've got little candy floss, which is quite cute, if you want to focus. Like, it's quite pink and cute. I quite like the look of that, but I don't know if it's too pink. This one I don't think is very me. This kind of reminds me of that trend, you know, when we were like in our teens and you had the crackle nail trend. I feel like that was such a bad time for fashion. So I think the one that I'm going to use actually is this one, which is quite nice because I think it will almost tie in quite nicely with the like sky theme. It's got this really cute little like celestial kind of print with the moon and the eye. And wow, my camera is focusing so poorly at the moment. I'm so sorry. So I think I'm going to put this one on. If you don't own a pop socket, how? I would just like to ask how. Ooh, they also come with little nails, which I think is quite cute, which I'm not going to lie, I'm really bad with adhesive nails, so I'm not going to be putting those on today. But I just thought that was really cute. I like that. Yeah, if you don't have a pop socket, I just want to know how. Do you have a big hand or something? I don't know if it's because I'm a little person, I struggle to hold my phone. Like, one thing I do find is that I can't reach my thumb like over the whole of the phone, especially if I hold it like that. Like, I can barely reach the home screen, so I really need the pop socket. I do find it so funny. Alex finds it so annoying because he's got such big hands, he clearly doesn't need it. Can you look how discoloured that is? That used to just be plain, like clear, and now it's gone so orangey. It's absolutely gross. But I've got the white or silver, whatever it's called, phone. And what I do like about this is it's a bit more protected as well. Like, it's a little bit thicker on the sides, which I'm not gonna lie, I do drop my phone quite a lot, and I actually dropped it the other day and I've scratched the phone. Well, it's the screen protector, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so I need to, I always hate putting these on for the first time because you've got to like work out where you hold it. I think I hold it there. Is that about right? That's a bit lower, but then I don't know. I think there, I think that will work. Ooh. It's nerve-wracking putting it on. So cute, I love it. I quite like how it looks with the clouds as well. The clouds are very subtle. Hopefully this one isn't going to discolor like the last one, because that is bad. But yeah, I'm now going to have to get used to a new phone case. You know that feeling when you're so used to your phone case's like feel and you've got to get used to a new one. But today, that was a bit of a derail. I didn't expect to unbox a new phone case with you in today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a makeup sort out because I'm not going to lie, it's just gotten a little bit out of hand, and I've gotten much better at doing regular fashion clear outs and like going through my wardrobe and seeing what works, and I definitely do a lot less hauls now, and you know, I just have not as maybe, okay, I do have still have quite a lot coming in and out. I would say I'm more streamlined with it, and I'm much better at like choosing items that are gonna last and going through my wardrobe and like making sure that everything in there is stuff that I actually want to wear. I'm not as good with that with makeup, mainly because I think I don't have as much that comes in and out, and I kind of wear the same thing most days, but then I do change it up sometimes, but then things kind of just get strewn about. So I'll show you what we're dealing with. So in here we have my 2 drawers for my makeup desk. Now in terms of like my everyday makeup, I do actually have my makeup bag down there that has my everyday pieces in, which I think I'm going to go through. I've got my lipstick collection here. This is kind of like my makeup brushes and just a few things that I reach for every day. And then this is like my kind of my everyday skincare drawer, but as you can see, it's just gotten so out of hand. Then I also want to sort this drawer out because this drawer I decided to use as a like functional desk drawer, but again, it's just gotten very, very out of hand. So I need to go through these and have a really good clear out and a sort out and see what actually I do use every day and what can probably go away, or I might even have a few things that are so old they just need to be chucked. This is actually quite a nice little setup. I popped you on a tripod up there so that we can go through this together. I feel like it's been such a long time since we last did a clear out, so I might be a little bit rusty. And I would love, if you guys have any like holy grail makeup organization tricks, I would love to know. I think I'm going to start with this drawer because this drawer is just the worst. This is what really, really needs clearing out because as you can see, there are just so many products. So I'm going to do the Mary Kondo method and just take everything out so that I can really go through it and see what actually needs to go back in afterwards. This is always the moment that you just realise how much stuff you've got in there. Like, this is supposed to be my everyday stuff. This is definitely not everyday. So we've emptied this. I just have these 2 little dividers. This was something I think I bought from Primark Home. Don't even know where this is from. I've had it for absolutely years. Just to try and divide it a bit. I do have loads of these. These are from Revolve as well. These little safety pins, which I like to keep just in case for clothes and stuff. In case you're wondering what those are. But yeah, this is a lot. I definitely don't need this much on my face every single day. I'm literally sitting here and I don't even know where to start. I need some energy. One question I'd love to ask you guys is, what do you do with your reusable cotton pads? Like, how do you store them? Because I feel like there's not, I've got a few face halos and I've got just a few cotton pads, and I feel like they're just so difficult because you can't exactly like stack them like that. They don't really work, but then if you put them on the side, as soon as you start using some, they collapse, and so and they won't fit in any of my little dividers, so I don't really know what to do with them. And also I've got the little thing for the cleaning, but I always end up getting confused which ones are clean and which ones are dirty. I think that's a dirty one. So yeah, if you have any tips of how to store them, then please do let me know. That would help me out so much. But I think I'm going to start going through what I'm actually using every single day and what can go somewhere else. Because I've also got like a drawer of like spares and, you know, backups and things, and I think quite a bit of this could probably go in there. I don't think anything needs binning. I don't think anything's that old. It's just going to be a question of like, what have I actually been using and what have I not. Now, one thing that I have recently taken quite a lot more thought into is my acids in my skincare. You will notice as well, like obviously this is a lot more skincare than I used to have, and that's because I really am trying to put a lot of effort into my skincare and look after my skin. Because if you know, I've had a bit of a battle with acne, and if anyone knows, it's definitely not like a linear, what's the word? Like a linear process with regards to acne. Like sometimes it gets better, sometimes it gets worse. So I'm doing everything that I can to try and help it out. So I've got some acids here which I absolutely love. These are from PetiteElliee, which I do really enjoy. We've got hyaluronic acid, squalene and salicylic, which I don't really use salicylic as much. It's mainly the hyaluronic acid that I use, but it's nice to have them all there so that I know that I have them. And I am also following loads more. I love how much the Instagram algorithm just knows you so well. Like I literally watched maybe 2 skincare videos, and ever since then my explore page has just been flooded with like skincare advice videos. And I'm also just looking at like what works well together. Like one thing I realized is I was using vitamin C and retinol, and that's something you're not supposed to pair together and like not supposed to use. And just like little things, like I was using vitamin C at night, you're better off using it in the morning, you're better off using retinol at night. And it's just kind of like knowing what acids and like what products work best with what. And I definitely think I have seen an improvement in my skin. I'm not saying it's 100% and I'm not going to jinx anything, but yeah, I have actually been enjoying this. This is the Dermalogica vitamin C, which I really like. It's good for pigmentation, so if you have a lot of scarring with your acne, I find that it's quite good at helping those scars recover a little bit quicker. But yeah, I feel like I'm talking now to procrastinate, so I need to crack on and actually be quite ruthless with myself. Well, this drawer is looking a lot better now. Are you ready? Ta-da! I feel like it doesn't look great, but considering what it was before, I feel like this is really good. And this is actually stuff that I reach for almost every single day, you know, even if it's not every day. Like obviously I don't use every single one of these 3 acids every day, but just to be able to reach for them, know that they're there. This is a mini of the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum, and I'm absolutely loving it. I think I'm gonna have to get myself a full size of that. Yeah, that's looking so much better now. We've got a big gap back here, which I'm questioning what to do with, but I don't know whether to just leave it, because I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world having extra space. So I've got, this is the pile of stuff that's going to go into my spares, extras, you know, don't reach for as much kind of drawer, because these are all just stuff that I don't reach for as much, or they are like literal extras. Like this is a almost copy of my Clinique one, so once that runs out I'll be able to use this. This is from Summer Fridays, which I absolutely love as a brand. It's a gel cream, and I love gel creams for my everyday moisturizer, so that's looking fab. I feel like next we should start on the makeup bag, because this stuff is here because this is all going to go in the makeup bag. Granted that it fits, but it is quite full already. So we need to go through what's in here, as I said, what I actually use every day, like what's getting the use, what doesn't need to be kept in here, and just see if there's anything that I can move out. So I thought we could go through what's in this whilst we're here. I feel like this is a fairly fancy setup compared to what we're like used to working with. But I show my everyday makeup like a few times, but just to show what's actually in my makeup bag, there's definitely stuff that can go. What I might do is I might do piles either side, if I kind of like put this all back in, and then this side can be what's to keep and this side can be what's to go. So starting off, this is a definite keep. This is the NARS highlighter in Capri. Absolutely love it. Ooh, absolutely love it. Such a good highlighter. This I'm questioning if it should be in here. Now this is the NARS Afterglow palette and it is just stunning, as you can see. Absolutely stunning, but I don't use it every single day, so I might relocate this and just put this somewhere else. This is something that I have been using every day recently. This is the Laura Mercier highlighter in Indiscretion, sorry. It's actually a face illuminator, but I kind of use it as like a mix of a blush and a highlight, and I find that it really like pulls my cheekbones up, and I also quite like it on my eyelids. It's a really nice shade just to kind of like give a really natural glow. Again, more NARS. We've got Laguna, of course, that's staying. I've hit Pan, but I haven't quite finished it yet, so I'm still going. And then we also have Orgasm Blush. Absolute classic, but this is one that I haven't been reaching for every single day. I've been reaching more for my Laura Mercier, so I think this is going to go on this side. More NARS, of course, keeping the... So this is the creamy concealer. This is my spot covering concealer, and then this is my under eye concealer, and I absolutely love them. Once I'm finished this, I'm going to give the Laura Mercier one a try, because I've heard some really great things about that. So it should be really good. Of course, my sponge needs a bit of a clean. Now this is the Tarte Cosmetics. It's a highlighter in the shade Sparkler, and I actually use this for an eyeshadow, and it's really nice. It's like a nice evening one, but obviously not really going anywhere that requires evening. You can see it's been so scratched up, but it's still going strong, so I'm going to keep that. Definitely don't know why this is in there. This is a pigment from NARS. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has like the most stunning sparkly colour on it, and I always get so many compliments when I wear it. It's in the colour Shockham, and it's just very like champagne-y, very natural, so I love that, but of course that's not one that I wear every single day. This is my current everyday foundation. This is Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation, but I'm gonna add my Laura Mercier ones in there as well, because these are like a bit lighter, and now that my skin is improving, I reach for these a little bit more. So I have two shades in this. This is my not fake tanned shade, and this is my fake tan shade, so we'll put those on this side too. This, even though it looks very sparkly, is actually just a Givenchy Beauty face powder, which I have been using recently to especially set my concealer where my spots are. It's not, even though it is called a... It's not like a really like a luminous fat powder, so I really like that. Now this is my Naked Smoky palette, and it is a bit frustrating because there's only really one shade that I've been using from this, and that's this brown colour here, and I use that for my eyeliner at the moment. So it's a little bit much to keep the full palette in my makeup bag, but I do reach for it every day, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, now one thing we're definitely going to have to sort through is mascara, because I definitely don't need all of these three in here. I feel like I could definitely take out the Better Than Sex, because it's quite a voluminous and like quite a thickening one, and I'm not feeling that as much right now, and I think I'm going to take out Climax Extreme, and then this is much more of like a natural mascara, and then this one's a little bit more voluminous, but it's still not too much. So they're nice for like when I'm at home, obviously in lockdown, you know, I'm not wanting to look too overdone or anything like that. So I think those are the two I'm going to keep in there. What else have we got? We've got a grip. I'm going to have to put that in my drawer. Okay, here we have two eyeliners, and I think I might actually chuck both because they've started to dry out a bit, and I do have spare eyeliners in my spare makeup drawer, but I haven't been reaching for liquid eyeliner recently, so I think these are two that are going to be just completely chucked. Like, I'm literally going to throw those in the bin. We have a Becca lip liner. Oh, I absolutely love this lip liner. I forgot I had this in here. Okay, this is why we need to do these regular clear outs. Now this, okay, this is definitely not going to stay, but I do love it. It is a really gorgeous Well, that looks a bit minging, doesn't it? But I do really, really like it. It's a eyeshadow stick, and it's really perfect for the corners of your eyes if you're like on a night out or you want to look really, really like glowing. I absolutely love it for that. Then we also have a brush. Don't know why the brush is in there. That can go in my brush pot. This is definitely staying. This is my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick in, what shade is this? Vanilla, and it's just such a classic. Like, I use it for underneath my eyeshadow to keep everything in place, because I feel like it's a really, really great like non-moving kind of thing. Then my 2 eyebrow products, of course, they're staying. Now this is the MAC shadow in Vanilla. I don't think I'll keep this here because it is a powder, and it basically does the same thing as the Bobbi Brown thing, but the Bobbi Brown thing is more long wearing. My makeup bag is looking a little bit gross, so I do apologise for that, but I have had it for quite a few years and it really has served its purpose. It is the Lydia Millen one that she did as a collaboration with Laura Mercier, no, Elizabeth Arden. So it is old, but it's absolutely fabulous. So we're gonna start filling it back up and putting everything back in. And one thing I think I've realised, this doesn't fit, so that's really annoying. So I think I'm gonna have to just put that in the drawer and deal with that being in the drawer, not in the actual makeup bag. So let's start filling this back up again, and hopefully everything fits. Well, that is definitely much more well fitting than what it was before, and I haven't actually taken that much out. Like, all I've taken out are these bits here, so that's not too bad. But I do think, you know, just having a few extra things in there that you don't need is just so unnecessary. So this is gonna have to go in the drawer, this eyeshadow palette. These are gonna go in my like spares, and these are going in the bin. I just thought, whilst we're going through makeup-y bits, I would show you a couple of new things actually that have arrived. These are both from Givenchy Beauty. So I showed you the illuminescent powder that I use every day, and it is actually the Christmas packaging. This is the new packaging, which is the Lunar New Year Marble Edition, which is very exciting. So this is another illuminating one, and isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? It looks so like oriental, and just really, I love the colour of the red. And we also have a lipstick here, which, guys, look at that. Is that not just the most stunning lipstick you have ever seen? And the way that you open it is like these little bits here, pull that, and are you ready to see that colour? Oh my word, is that not just the most stunning colour you've ever seen? And it's got like gold marble, like gold veining running through it, which is just so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I hope you can see that. You could see that, because I know that my camera's just been really bad at focusing recently, but yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. That packaging as well, and it's like a red like leather on the outside. I don't know if it's real leather, but it's just so gorgeous. So I just had to show you those, because as much as I am clearing out stuff, it's because there is very much like a one in, one out system. There is obviously like a fair bit that still comes in every day, and then I try my best to kind of like clear things and just give to like my sister, my mum, my brother's girlfriend. And because obviously like I have one face, you know, and one person can't use all of these products before they expire. And sometimes as well, I don't think things, A, they don't work with my skin, or B, it's not a concern that I have. Like, I don't have oily skin, so if ever I get sent a PR sample that's to do with oily skin, that's straight to my sister. If ever I get anything that's kind of like more signs of aging, that will go to my mum. So it's just about like distributing it, and I'm definitely trying a lot harder, and have been speaking to a lot of PRs and brands and asking them to email me before they send things out. So in this industry, like if you're on a PR mailing list, if a new launch comes or a brand wants to promote a product, they just send it out, and they often don't ask your permission, which sounds really bad to like ask your permission, but it's very similar to like a magazine. So let's be honest, they're not going to email Vogue every time and be like, do you want to try this? They just email it out, and they're like, not email, they mail it out and send it to everyone, in the hopes that it will be talked about, and in the hopes that it will be featured and spoken about, and that the hype will grow. And so that does mean that sometimes I do feel quite guilty about the waste, because I do often get sent things that just don't, that they don't quite fit with my skin tone, or, you know, they don't quite work. So I do try my best to kind of like limit the intake that I take in. Like, I don't have a PO box deliberately so that if a brand needs my mailing address, I can give it to them, and like I can kind of like have a bit more of a say of what comes in and out. So yeah, but I'm feeling much better. I need to tackle the other drawer now. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break because I'm starting to feel really tired now. I do forget how much clear outs drain you. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll clear out the other drawer and we can refocus and revisit. It is quite a while later now, so much so it's now gotten dark. I have managed to clear out the other drawer and basically just spent the rest of the day having a bit of a laptop day, a bit of an admin day, you know, going through emails and just things like that, because I did mention a few vlogs ago that there's like some exciting things, and this was really difficult because they're not things that I can talk about for quite a while. I do have like some exciting collaborations coming up, which is really, really nice, but obviously those kinds of things require a lot more like behind the scenes work. Sorry, this lighting is absolutely terrible, but yeah, those kinds of things just require a lot more like behind the scenes work and a lot more admin behind them. So I've just kind of been cracking on with that today, but you'll be very proud to see that this is now the state of the second drawer, which is so, so nice. So these are now the drawers. We love a good before and after, and that is just so, so satisfying to me. Obviously they are quite empty, and I think I kind of want to keep it that way because they don't need to be that full, and something that I really want to try and kind of like put into practice is not filling every orifice or like filling every space. And it's something that I think it's really easy to do. Like, if there's a cupboard, you fill it. If there's a drawer, you fill it. And actually the hardest thing to do is just to keep it empty. Not everything needs to be filled, you know? So yeah, definitely trying to do a little bit more of that. But seeing as though it's now dark and almost dinner time and time to take off my makeup, I think I'm gonna clock off this vlog here. I feel like every time I look in the mirror, the bags under my eyes are just getting bigger and bigger. My eyes are just getting tighter and tighter. I don't know what it is about today. I feel like there are some days where I just have so much energy. Like, I feel like at the start of this vlog I had so much energy, and as the day's gone on I have just been like you know, the battery just draining and getting lower and lower. That's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna run myself a bath this evening. That's what I'm gonna do.